Reach the cookie.
I started the stream.
Yay.
Everybody say your racial slurs in 3, 2, 1.
I think you said a racial slur as soon as I started it.
What
I didn't.
the hell happened?
What? Did I?
I don't know.
What the fuck am I looking at? What did you do?
Oh! You missed a lot.
Parent fucking lay.
So we're gonna cut to a few things. We're gonna cut to Daniel and Flint, Daniel dragging Flint out of the fucking puddle, looks over and sees this shit. Brody took one look at that and starts booking it. I'm gonna let Brody get to this point.
No, I think you did a vibe check on it.
Yeah,
I did do a vibe check on it.
Did not do well.
Yeah, Brody's leaving, right?
No. That's the funny thing is, no one remembered this. Not even I did until I really thought about, well, Brody's going to retreat, and then I realized,
he can't.
Oh, yeah, he can't. So, Brody, you sprint down the road. You sprint all the way till the airlock section, and you are just faced with a closed door. And as soon as you get to the door, Brody, you distinctly remember, oh shit, the guy with the claw on his hand was the one that opened these damn things.
Hey, Brody, what are your vibe checks again?
They are intelligence checks, insight checks, I guess.
They're insight checks that he's allowed to use intelligence with because he used a feat for it.
Okay.
And then once a day, you get to reroll a failure or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we solidified all that down.
I'm pretty sure I said that. And if you didn't write it down, well, I guess that shit. It's on you.
There's a lot more in Roll20 than I thought there was.
Yeah.
Look at this more.
It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Everyone says Foundry's better, but I've never used Foundry.
Isn't Foundry?
It's also paid for, I think. I don't think it's free.
I think it is too, but I thought there was a lot of stuff for Foundry that could port over to Roll20 and vice versa.
I have no clue.
Is that a failed insight check? That it just says reroll a failed check. Is that?
Oh yes, failed insight check. Yes, that's what we were referring to.
Is that just at my discretion, since insight isn't like a straight up pass or fail, or are you going to let me know I failed the check?
It's your distraction. It's your discretion.
Okay.
Like if I say you're not quite sure, you can be like, oh fuck that, I'm gonna try again.
Sure.
Kind of like that.
Sure.
So yeah, you just run smack dab into the wall. I assume Daniel and Flint are respectively pissing their pants. At least I assume.
Daniel is in full piss pants. No, I healed you, remember?
Oh, okay.
Rick is just absolutely horrified. Stevens is backing up. He's about to break ranks along with Brody at this point. Rick, of course, is not because he's Rick. We cut away from this absolute madness, and we cut away to something else. Give me 1 second. Prepare something real quick.
Roll20 has a marketplace?
It has a marketplace?
Yes. You can buy.
Oh, it's where you buy things. Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
You can buy campaigns and stuff.
Yeah, maps and.
Who the hell would do that?
I've looked at some of their plugins and stuff, and they're all kind of shit.
Are they?
Yeah.
There's
because for spell effects and stuff like that, but they don't actually you have to draw the effects on there and then delete them afterwards. Stupid.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, it is.
I never understood this is an opinion. It's not I'm not being fact right here, right? I've never understood why people are they like modules so much. I never could grasp that. It's if you're the DM, I mean, you're really telling me you got no imagination? You can't make an adventure for them? Really?
Well, I mean, if you're a new DM and you've never done it before...
Fuck, man, that wasn't an option when I was fucking DMing. It was sink or swim, bitch. And then...
I mean, that's what I started with. I'm running my first campaign, and I started with Curse of Strahd. I mean, I've vastly warped it into my own thing, but like it gave me a good base and a good idea of like, oh, this is kind of an idea of a story and like how a campaign can look, and gives you some like good dungeons and good layouts. Like I said, I've added a lot of my own characters and changed like what they're doing and shit. But yeah, it was very beneficial to start with when I had no DMing experience.
As I said, that's why I said it is my opinion, because I just don't understand.
And it can be good for big groups or events and stuff like that. We have a bunch of people.
Fuck, even then, I can't imagine doing that.
Say that when you have 40 people trying to play the same table.
I don't, and I never will find myself in that position, so it's kind of irrelevant.
Brody, you can put that into a macro and just replace your name. And that will be your vibe check.
I'm gonna have to ask you to explain how to use the macros to me later. Not now.
I mean, if you want a macro, I can make one for you.
Yeah, Maz, you're gonna have to make a macro for him for his machine gun, because machine guns use a strength and dex average to fire.
Okay.
So that's something that's.
I can do that right now, actually.
But first things first. So we cut away from the absolute madness of that's what's happening like beneath the bowels of the Avian Shrine that you guys have unfortunately made a base upon.
Sorry to do this, but where did you post that? I'm trying to find them.
Post what?
Group chat on Discord.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you just copy the fucking codes, I imagine.
Yeah, then go to the macros tab, and then hit add, and then give it a name, and then paste the text inside the actions.
Okay, cool.
And it should pop up on the bottom of your page.
I assume you have to replace Daniel Dro with...
Yeah, you have to replace Daniel Dro with your name. Your name as it appears when it says as at the bottom of the... Yeah.
No,
or
it's
your name as it appears on the bio and info, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, for starters, quick question. Matt, could you do me a favor? Roll me a d20.
Oh, God.
This has nothing to do with bad or worse. It's not your fault. 12? Oh, okay. Now, Matt, the last thing you remember was getting knocked out by the Roomba and being dragged away to safety.
Yes.
After which you fell into a deep slumber from which no one really could awake you. So you're not aware of where everyone else is, but you've just been asleep this whole time. Your mind begins. I can just hear the Dragon
I can
Ball
hear
in the
Dragon
background.
Ball.
It just happened. Both of us are like, fucking Dragon. So you are deep in your slumber. And in your dreams, you find yourself at a unfamiliar vista. You find yourself in a large forge room. It seems very homely. You see various projects scattered about of various qualities, some of them which appears to be rather rushed and sort of slapped together, some of them rather beautiful renditions of smithery. But it's very much in a controlled chaos type of way. You are at the threshold of this small forge. The area is lined with a thick, coat of dust, with the exception of the tools, which remain in a pristine condition. Working the forge is a rather large, robed figure, very stout, very muscularly built, but you wouldn't say tall. Although he is taller than you, oddly enough. The only thing you can see in his face which is obscured by the dark cowl, is a long flowing beard, at the center of which is a golden bracelet that sort of kind of cinches it at the midpoint of the long beard. The man is working the forge, and the forge rings out with a rhythmic tapping of the hammer striking red-hot metal. And you are currently in the threshold. What does your dream self do in this situation?
Does the machine gun have proficiency?
Is he proficient with it?
I'm proficient in heavy weapons, which I think.
Yes, he adds it to the end.
Okay.
Like it gets added to the results of the average.
Yeah.
And then, am I loose enough to know this is a dream, or is it just still hazy? Like,
roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. I'll go back to my character sheet.
It's a bit of column A, a bit of column B. It's very hazy, but yet your attention is very, like, in the moment.
Okay.
You're both aware and not aware that this is a dream.
Well, I guess I'm diving off with the deep end. I guess I'll go in. Like, I'm at the threshold of the door, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I guess I'll take a step in then, and Yeah, no, I totally start walking up to him.
Okay. As you walk in, the hammering stops for a moment, and you hear a deep chuckle. As the chuckle sounds throughout the smithery, the fires in the forge seems to flare up at the chuckle. And you hear in Dwarven this deep voice sound off, no, perhaps from the figure, but it seems to be much more inward than that. You hear...
Goku screaming.
Do you know Dwarven?
I'm fairly certain it's a dwarf. Yeah, I know. That's
Okay.
why he's speaking at you, jackass.
Okay. I forget.
Anyway, hold on. Let me just pick up the train that I was currently on the train tracks. Let me just put it back on. After the chuckle resounds, you hear, I am fairly certain that I taught you to knock before entering.
I'll look. Do I have any, like... Did I get any feelings looking at him? Like, any, like, deja vu or...
Roll me a, roll perception.
Perception...
Yeah.
16.
So, your mind instantly flickers to that bracelet that's, like, glowing in his beard. And you keep, like, glaring at it, like, where have I seen this before? And it's really bothering you. Like, really bothering you.
I guess.
Which is my way of giving you permission if you wanted to try and check the bracelet.
I don't check the bracelet. What would I use to check it? Like,
You can use history or religion. Take your pick.
I will use religion.
Okay.
16.
You realize who this is, and I assume your spiritual self, mouth goes dry, beads of sweat starts coming along your elephantine face. You realize that that bracelet is very, very specific. It is the bracelet of the 9 holds that was once worn by Morden's mortal champions, but he reclaimed it after they were being shits. He then wore it around his beard as sort of a way of showing that nobody's been worthy enough to reclaim it so far. And with that in mind, you are fairly certain the person under the cloak is Morden.
I guess I'd take a step back and apologize then, like that. And
Yeah, he shakes his head and he just kind of just gestures for you to come close.
I will take a few steps closer.
He gestures towards a rather filthy-looking bar stool. By filthy, I just mean dusty, really.
Like, for me to sit on it?
Oi, Daniel, you had your existential crisis. Oh my god. B. Daniel never worships or prays to Morden. Gets mad, he never sees him.
Daniel's not a religious person, but like he does recognize that Morden's like the badass bitch of engineering.
Of course.
You know, so
maybe you and Drem will have lots to talk about. Anyway,
I will say I am a cleric. That is my thing. Is
like fuck you, Mr. Engineer. This is my job. Flint's like, what about me? We don't talk about you. You're in debt.
Yeah, I've had enough of gods for a little while.
What if you could fix your arm, Flint?
Hextor, I'm always cool with. That's my boy. That's my dad.
Dad!
Dad, they took my arm!
Take it back, son, and then kick them in the balls.
But I can't do that with only one arm!
You have 2 legs, use them! Hextor would do that. He would never look down from his newspaper. Not because he doesn't care, but he fully expects you to be a man and handle it. That's the honest truth there.
Yay.
Anyway, sorry. He gestures for the bar stool.
I will sit on the bar stool as politely and dainty as an elephant can.
The bar stool creaks and groans audibly throughout the smithery, clearly being used to more lightweight occupants.
Morden obviously did not make that bar stool.
You know, the points of allegories, they're not really supposed to make total sense. Anyway, no, of course not. He didn't sign off on that one. Damn it, Bobby Ironbeard, you made a shitty stool again. Straight to the maze with you. No, where was I? So Moradin, after gesturing to the stool, you go and sit in it, creaks. He says, he doesn't say anything. He just keeps hammering away at the red hot metal, shaping it with each swing. All the while, he begins to hum. And as he hums, the entire building begins to be filled with this just dwarven forging song. It's rather boisterous. It's rather upbeat and up-tempo. Rather atypical for what you'd expect from what you'd probably hear in a dwarven mine or a craftsman shop. But the words he's using and what he sings about is what's catching your ears. You hear like the faintest whispers of the oldest stories, of oldest fables, and the oldest of traditions. And it just absolutely captivates your scholarly mind. But just as quick as you try and hold on to him, it just seems to be replaced by whatever new thing he's singing of. This goes on for quite some time. Until eventually, Moradin is clutching what appears to be this rather beautifully rendered blade of some sort that's to be attached to a sword. Moradin quenches it in this trough that's filled with this oil as black as night. And as he does so, he takes off these large gloves, and he unceremoniously throws them at you. Would you like to try and catch them?
Sure. Yes.
Go. Roll me a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Or sleight of hand if you have a proficiency in it for some ungodly reason.
Of course I do not. I am a cleric.
I was about to say, like, what the fuck do you... Oh, Jesus Christ. You're not even paying attention. You're staring at the blade like, that's a really cool... And like, out of the corner of your eye, you just catch it. He then sits down in another stool and he says, be a good lad and take over for me, would you?
Oh, okay. I've never... Oh god, I haven't done anything like this. I've been pretty much...
Warden chuckles at your discomfort and says, relax, lad, I'm not going to here to chew your head off.
I'll try my best to take over, I guess.
So you just kind of like nervously like put on the gloves and step over to the forge.
Yeah, and see if... And pray I don't accidentally just break it.
So, this is bullshit! He gets to use Morden's forge! Do you know what I would do? This is great. Daniel, give yourself a mini inspiration point. This is this is you don't even know this is happening, but Daniel, for some reason, is like, what? Why do I feel so upset? So jealous.
Daniel's having an existential crisis in his head.
Hey, blacksmith.
Graham's having
smithing envy is not a beautiful thing, Daniel. You gotta learn to tone that down.
Have you met Daniel Druff?
Daniel Druff went through some severe life changes. I think we think he'd be this. Anyway,
no, he went to heaven. And he didn't even get to see his he didn't get an autograph from the All Stars. He got all the B-listers, in his mind.
All right. Well,
he went to the All Star game, and
that's like no. That's like saying I don't like baseball. I've never watched baseball, but I got to play baseball with some really prominent pros. But I'm upset that it wasn't the best baseball players. That's what's happening.
Well, no, not the best. It's not my favorite baseball player. Right? I got to play with Kobe, but I'm a LeBron guy. Okay.
Oh my fucking god. I can't give you another mini inspiration point for this, even though it's great. Anyway, so Morton tosses you the gloves. You catch him. You walk up to the forge. Gloves. You go and reach for the hammer.
Yes, I do.
The hammer is oddly heavy in your hands. It's not the weight of the hammer, but as you stare at it and pick it up, you get this just overwhelming feeling of, I'm going to say anxiety. Anxiousness, a sort of a nervous energy begins to build around you, and you get these faint whispers of just these random things that you think that are going on, perhaps here, perhaps there, perhaps anywhere, but there's just this never-ending noise, and it's on the very edge of your hearing. You can't quite hear it, but as you pick up the hammer, that's what you hear. And as you go to pick up the tongs, you get this strange, almost out-of-body experience. Like you're not really there. You're not really holding those hammers. And yet, there you are. Go over to the forge, and I assume you're going to see what you can do. You're going to try.
Yeah.
Roll me an intelligence check.
This?
With advantage. I'm feeling nice.
I wanted you to fail so badly there.
I know you did, but it's damn shame. No, he gets to impress more, Daddy. God, that sounded foul as soon as it left my mouth.
I'm keeping it. No.
Don't. You raise your the molten slag that you've grabbed the tongs is red hot, ready for striking. You feel the potential weighing in your head. You're like, okay, I think I got this. You raise the hammer up and you bring it down. And then the spark that comes off of the metal is all consuming. You're no longer in the forge. For just a moment. For just a moment, you're on a bleak and desolate wasteland. Ahead of you, you see lines upon lines of what appears to be soldiers. Donning the fronts of them are clearly to see, you don't need a history check to know what they are. You see rank upon rank of the Radiant Knights of the Republic. Large mechanical warriors designed to be the ultimate weapons. And leading them is one that towers above all of them. A torn and tattered flag is his cape, a spear in his left hand, some sort of firearm in his right. As the High Marshal of the Republic, Warden himself is leading this host. Above him are dozens of these massive warships, their smaller kin and cousin, blotting out the very skies. Flitting between the ranks of Radiant Knights are squads and squads of mortal soldiers, war machines, tanks, vehicles, artillery pieces, all of them arrayed, all of them raising their weapons in your direction at what's behind you. And the spark ends. Do you bring the hammer down again?
Yeah.
You bring the hammer down a second time, and all hell breaks loose as hundreds of warships, thousands of Radiant Knights, hundreds of thousands of soldiers and robots alike all open fire in unison. The air around you gets turned to a never-ending kaleidoscope of bullets and slag as it's thrown across the battlefield. As what appears to be the fury of an entire nation is poured in your direction. You're not harmed, you're not in the way of any of the projectiles, but still you face the other side. And the spark ends. Still you, hammer in your hand above the molten metal.
Great.
You bring the hammer down again?
I'll take my chances. Yeah, I'll do it one more time.
Okay. You bring it down a third time. The army before you is rent and bloody. Dozens of warships are bleeding fire and plasma as they plummet from the sky. Hundreds of Radiant Knights have been torn to shreds and dot the landscape. Warden is nowhere to be seen, the Republic forces seemingly having to retreat. The ground is coated in destroyed vehicles, torn limbs, and opened bodies. All of them bearing the armor of the Republic, all of them destroyed and slain. And yet, all of them are arrayed as if facing something behind you. You can't turn in this moment, because it is just a moment. You don't feel yourself strike it again, the hammer. It's almost as if some frenzied urge is just calling you forth to do it. You strike the hammer again. As you are taken back to the moment, and you hear something almost slither behind you. It's this horrible curiosity that drives you as you bring the hammer down again and again and again. Each time you bring the hammer down, advancing whatever scene you're seeing one more step. You see these strange black shapes on your periphery. A tide that seems to coat the land itself. A black tidal wave that just consumes everything in its path. The only distinguishable thing in the wave is gleaming red eyes and mouths.
My favorite.
You bring the hammer down again, and you're no longer on this vista. You're in a familiar place. A place where you had done battle with something you would call a roomba. The roomba is destroyed, along with a myriad of other systems that were once intact within the room. You see Rick Stevens recoiling in fear. You see Brody fleeing for what appears to be his very life. Daniel picking up Flint as they both stare into a black void in the center of the room. You feel that familiar dread from on that battlefield creep into you as you gaze into that black void. You recoil in horror as you realize that whatever the Republic faced on that day seemingly is back for more. The hammer strikes again, but it's as if the vision sort of zooms on a very specific aspect of the room. It keeps zooming in until it's the only thing that fills your vision, until it embeds itself in your memory. And I'm going to type to you what exactly it's zooming in on.
Great.
Oh, great. He's finally giving us a fucking hint on this room. Jesus.
No, he's giving me a hint.
Well, yes, he's giving
It
someone a
seems-
hint.
It seems like it's one of those 3 strikes rules. You know, we had to come in 3 different times and not get advanced any further in the quest line. He's like, okay,
and then
that's
eventually
enough.
God himself goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? They need to know the language in order to use the terminals that I gave them?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can now.
Yeah.
Okay. My Wi-Fi's been bugging for like the past 10 minutes. I haven't heard anything.
Oh, fine.
Nothing important.
Fuck off!
Well, I heard something about a secret, like the secret to the room. I heard
Brody did a little sexy dance. Everybody was really impressed.
I worked so hard. on that.
Salty gave a little lore sesh on he just
Without
fangirled.
her
He
Eldritch
fangirled
Lore, you gotta check
about
it out in the-
he fangirled about Warden. That's basically it.
The stream's up, right?
You can rewatch it.
Yeah. The audio's working.
Should be. You can
Should
check it.
be?
All right.
Anyway,
Well, I'll go back and listen later.
you the very last hammer strike jerks away from what the text I just sent you, and it's just right into the portal, right into these gleaming red eyes that just fills you with dread and make your blood run cold until you snap to and you're back in the forge. Roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Yeah, fine.
It's okay. It's not too. So don't worry about it. I'm not going to corrupt you or anything.
Not you,
Hey,
at least.
You
Remember,
throw.
23 and an
hold on. You throw Morden's prized blacksmithing hammer as far away from you as possible in absolute repulsion. It hammers against the wall. Morden, if you even notice, just doesn't even look at the fallen hammer. He just stares right at you.
Mm. And I take it down probably on the floor, panting from whatever I just saw.
Yeah, sure.
And I'll slowly look up towards him. Then,
What do you do? What do you say? I mean,
what was that?
something I don't wish on anybody. And I actually mean that. We of the Greater Four, Hextor, Timora, Bahamut, myself, we sided with the Republic because we saw what was on the horizon. And we didn't like that, not one bit. And it is only from our cooperation can we beat back the tide at all. You saw that army. That army could have done anything ever. But what it was up against on that blasted wasteland, which I spared the sight of, it destroyed. We cannot allow such things crawling back into the world, whichever world, it doesn't matter. Whether it be Aether or Faerun, they cannot find purchase. You understand, son?
I think I do. Whatever
I
that is
only
trying to come back.
I only show you this because I think you can prevent it.
What exactly am I supposed to do about it? I've never even seen anything like that.
He smiles and he reaches forward and puts a hand on your shoulder in a very fatherly way. And you hear, you spent your whole life looking at old books, mastering histories nobody cared about. And here you are again, doing the same thing with whatever creatures inhabited Aether before. Look deep within yourself and realize that sometimes looking to the future is a terrible idea. Sometimes you have to fix the present, and sometimes look to the past. He then taps you on the forehead and says, you'll know what to do when you get there. I have utmost confidence.
I'll just shake my head a bit.
He smiles and says, oh, you know, you're the first non-dwarf to step in here in about 70,000 years, something like that.
Wow.
Crazy. It's crazy where we live in. since I've assumed the mantle of the Greater Four, along with the other three, I now have to start. My children have to start sharing my presence. And he gives you a wink and says, "Fine craftsmanship, by the way. I think I'll let you keep it." He puts something in your hand and he pats you on the shoulder. He says, "Oh, and one more thing. When you get back, do me a favor."
Okay. Yeah.
Go up to that Daniel fellow, and I want you to slap him as hard as you can in the face.
You want me
And
to
tell him that's for never bothering to learn the dwarven songs and never singing them while he crafts. And he pats you on the shoulder.
Why do I feel like that's a grudge? You know what?
Hey, he turns to you and says, "Who do you think you're talking to, lad? I am Moritan. Do you have any idea how many grudges I keep?"
Yes.
You know what? I'm not gonna question that.
Oh.
If it weren't for the fact that I have to start being all nice to you folk, I'd be taking the piss out of you for not knocking on my damn door.
In my defense, I didn't know where I was at first.
In your defense, you should have known better. You're a cleric. I expect as much from a faithless engineer, but you?
The closest thing to faith has happened to me is having the Bible fall on my head.
Is that your cleric origin story? Is a Bible fell on you?
I think it's both.
Isaac Newton of clerics.
He chuckles loudly and he actually picks you up and gives you a bear hug. He then gives you what is the equivalent of a fucking noogie and rubs his fist on your fucking head and says, "Now get back out there, quit your whining, and stop and put a plug in that fucking thing before I'm gonna have to go down there and do it for you. It's bad enough that Hex Store's in deep shit for trespassing in heaven. I doubt that I'd be seeing much polite conversation if I trespassed in Aether."
I'm gonna have to wonder about
go
that
up
later.
So go over there, put a fucking cork in it, and slap that fucking dwarf. Do you understand me, boy?
Yeah, fix the hole, slap the dwarf.
Says, "Good lad." Also, he leans in and whispers something to you. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet.
Great.
But he whispers something to you very important. In a serious and strangely, in a strangely paternal manner, he just says, "Now go out there," and he slaps you on the back.
I'll stand up straight and walk out the door as confidently as I can after all that. And the whole
As soon as you walk out the door, your ears are filled with the sound of rain hitting a metallic surface. You open your eyes, and it's an opened hatch of the ship itself, and you see a rather frantic-looking Dandroid pointing and pleading with a large talon crawler to move things back in the ship, but the talon crawler doesn't fucking understand that because your Dandroid can't connect with this fucking thing. And he's trying to move the nice, expensive machinery back in the ship, considering it is currently raining. This would concern you, but you have the distinct feeling that the warning you received was time sensitive.
I'm gonna run out. I'm going
Dandor turns around and says, "Hi, Drem. Could you help me? The boss will be really upset if I can't get this fixed. Could you help me move this back into the ship? It's raining. They didn't buy a tarp, I don't think. I can't find a tarp. Please help."
I'm gonna run to the Android, put my hand on the equivalent of whatever shoulder that is,
Mm-hmm.
and say, Dan, I believe in you. Run straight.
Dandroid is going to take 1d6 psychic damage. He is going to make a wisdom saving throw for the will to live. He is a machine. He has no purpose except to butter toast. He is going to keep doing his best. And you start sprinting your way down the area.
Yes.
Brody, we cut back to you. I'm assuming banging helplessly against the metal door.
Why are I'm so bad! Oh, let me out of here!
Like in the distance, you actually hear the alarms increasing in volume more and more and more. Yeah, it just probably doesn't help your panic. It's just banging on the fucking door.
I think I'm definitely just casting all of my psychic, abilities are literally burned, trying to
don't actually burn them for the sake of mechanics speaking. But yeah, you're trying everything you have. You're throwing out the proverbial kitchen sink, trying to get this to work.
If only I had my board, it would get me out of this situation. Why isn't it here?
You hear the sound of the elevator coming down. You can hear it, Brody, because you're next to it.
Somebody help! Help! Get me out of here!
You hear a faint muffle.
Is that the beach pub?
Is that the beach pub?
Bro!
The elevator comes to the floor, and you step off it, and that's what you hear.
I can tell it's like Brody or something, right? Okay. I just start banging on the door like Brody.
I mean, I'm just banging back. I'm like, I can't get out. The dude with the claw isn't here.
Go get the claw. Open the door.
Fuck that! Fuck that! No! Bruh, the vibes are so bad. It's too bad.
Look, I know. Either we plug the hole that's going to kill us all, or we die anyways.
Both of you give yourself a bit of inspiration point, by the way.
Oh, don't you have a key man? I can't go back in there. I can't. No.
Also, remember you start with one, so you should have at least 2.
What?
Mini inspirations.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Brody, look, listen to me. If you don't get the key, you're going to die anyways because you're trapped with it.
Can I open this door?
No, it's already open.
It's still open. It didn't airlock close.
Yeah, let me explain. Open.
Okay.
Daniel. I'm sorry, not Daniel. Drem, would you like to look in your
Oh, in my hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll look at my hand.
You look down, and there is a strange, it's not glowing, but it is moving. It looks like a flurry of random, runes that almost look like clockwork, and they're kind of attached together to make this strange mechanism.
Does the mechanism have any... Does the shape give away what it can do?
Not by holding it in your hand.
Damn it.
That's what I roll an Arcana, or even Religion would do.
I'll roll Religion, because I actually have bonuses for Religion. I crit.
Double crit.
And that was a disadvantage.
What?
That was a disadvantage one, too.
Okay, write +5 to Moradin knowledge.
Yeah.
Somewhere on your sheet. This is called Moradin's Key. It is basically a fucking skeleton key. It can open any door. However, how the fuck ever. There is a big however. However, it can only be used once.
Oh, so it's literally a one-use lockpick.
Sort of. With a critical success, however, you know that once it is used, it will bestow the user with something. It depends on how it was used, depending on what you used it with.
Okay, so when you say skeleton key, you literally mean like it opens something that's locked. Doesn't have to be a door.
Yes.
Just be something that's locked.
Bro, don't you have some? Do you have a way to open the door? I don't think I can go back.
There's gonna, for just listening, it's gonna, just going through Drem's head is like, this is a key. That's a door. This is a key given to me to my god. Why do I want to use another stupid door?
This is bullshit. I want to keep this.
That's what I'm thinking right now.
All right, I've turned around. I'm looking the other way.
I can't do it while you're watching.
I will use the key on the door reluctantly, like one hand trying to pull the other hand back as I'm doing it.
As you do so, the clockwork mechanism like expands and forms this array of dwarven runes, and it hovers over the door. And as it does so, the door doesn't move. And then the thing in your hand, the key, it tries again. The door doesn't open. It tries again. The door doesn't open. And then a literal, like, almost kind of like how the Matrix, how, like, you see, like, people being made of those codes. A arm out of runes comes out of the key, grabs the door, and just yeets it up. The door, scraping everything, breaking several systems, just slams up into the ceiling.
As soon as there's like an inch of space under the bottom, Brody's fucking through the door and headed out this fucking way.
No, Brody. No. As it does so, you notice several alarm bells occur in the corridor that you're in. You hear the sound of something whirring over in the elevator room, and Drem, you notice that as the runes disperse and the mechanism disappears, something is left behind. Upon your right arm is basically like coiled around your fingers, leading all the way up to your wrist, are these glowing dwarvish runes. You have now gained a feat. This feat is called Morden's Spite. It can only be specifically used in this manner.
To slap Daniel Druff?
No. Well, actually, yes, but also no. What it can be used for is specifically on avian doors, once per day. It can wrench open any door that is not a giant door. Now, I used the words wrench open. Do you understand what that means in the context of that?
Probably not going to be able to close again. It's probably going to piss off everyone on the other side. And
there we go. Good boy. So, it's not knock. This is not nice and graceful. No, it's more than reaching through your arm and saying, fuck this fucking door. Anyway. So that happens. Door is wrenched up.
Do I have the knock spell?
Do you really think it would work? Do you really think I'd let it work?
I mean, it could be nice.
I literally ripped Flint's arm off. What the fuck do you mean?
Well, yeah, but he deserved that.
I mean, he can unlock the block.
I don't remember how he got his arm ripped off, to be honest.
To be honest, it's kind of a mystery. Mystery to everybody.
Including Flint.
Anyway, so the door is wrenched open, Brody. The door is open, but there is a very large elephantine person directly in your path.
Literally, how much of the room is the pathway is being blocked by this elephant man? Like, is there space at the top?
How big am I? I forget. 1 sec. I am 8'5" and 350 pounds.
Is there space between your legs?
Probably.
Can I make a dexterity check to try and go in between his legs?
I think he stepped away for a quick sec.
I think so.
God, now we got 2 cowards on our team.
Who's the other one?
So I have the arcane lock, but I do not have the knock spell. Lame.
So you can lock it up. You just can't open it back.
Yeah, I feel like breaking locks would be like something an artificer should be able to do.
Oh, so it's not even on an artificer's
No.
spell list.
No. Well, I mean, artificers get their entire spell list.
Okay.
Because they're like one of those prepare your things. It's like,
Gotcha.
I prepare this concoction that casts, spider webs everywhere.
Yeah.
But with Salty's rules, I just get them all.
Gotcha.
He may be the most powerful person in the world, but he's also scared of an 8-year-old boy.
11, thank you.
Sorry. Don't mean to disrespect Goku like that.
And that was no.
It sounds like it's Dragon Ball, not Dragon Ball Z.
It's Dragon Ball Z.
It is Dragon Ball Z? So it's Gohan?
Yeah. It was
Cell Saga?
Yes. Yes,
Seen that one.
America. Hey Flint, at your wedding, you should just play Team America World Police.
I will
for
actually
all
kill
your
you.
guests.
That's our wedding.
Oh yeah.
That should be the
coming,
theme.
right?
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let it be a surprise.
Why? Because it fits too well.
No, something in this campaign that exists
Puppets?
for obvious reasons. No. Puppets? Well, yeah, sure, pal, but anyway, yeah. So Brody, door opens. Drem standing in way. What do you do?
So I think we established that he's 8 feet tall. So can I make a dex check to try and get between his legs?
You want to get in between his legs.
I want to scramble between his legs.
Okay, roll a slide into his DM's check, which is also a dexterity check.
I said I wasted that double crit on a disadvantage I didn't have to do.
I mean,
Okay.
you did get a plus
No,
5
no.
to knowledge checks.
That is
Yeah,
true.
no, that's yeah. Drem, do you want to prevent his escape?
Yes.
Roll me a dexterity check as well.
No, never mind.
Like a greased weasel, he just slides right between your fucking legs and is on the other side and just scrambles towards the elevator.
Bro!
You get towards the elevator, and the elevator is as dead as your chances of living are. There is no power, nothing. It just not seem to be active like it was previously.
How much does it weigh?
The elevator?
Yeah.
Several tons.
Okay. Let's see.
You cannot psychic up the fucking elevator.
You're just gonna static shock your way up.
That's what I'm looking around for.
As fucking rad as that be.
I'm gonna start trying to rip off pieces of metal or something. Like find some kind of piece of metal.
Is that why you want a surfboard? So you can just
hold on.
psychically fly?
There is something that needs to be said. There are about 3 corpses of the old Republic forces that are wrapped in metal armor.
Oh, if they're just like unliving objects, I'm just gonna grab one of those and start lifting myself the fuck out of here.
God.
So you desecrate the dead. Yeah, I assume you're just kind of like, whoa, hold on, where are you going, buddy? And he just runs and starts like lifting one of the dead bodies that you performed last rites on. Those ones.
Can you keep that up for 2 miles?
I don't think so.
No, but I will damn sure try.
As soon as he starts going
Take 20d6 damage of falling damage, and you die.
As soon as he starts going for the bodies, I'm gonna run to him. Like, whoa, what are you doing?
Get the fuck out of here, bruh. That shit is crazy back there. I ain't dealing with that.
Look, the elevator's already dead, and I don't know what you want to do with the body, but whatever fucked up thing you're thinking is not gonna work. Probably because that thing's gonna kill us if it gets out anyways. And I doubt, no matter how far you go, you're going to get away from it.
Bro, there's no way of stopping that thing. That thing's insane. All we can do is run. And it's a lot. Look, there are lost calls back there. Me and you, though. Do you have any kind of power source? Maybe we can get like the fuck out of here.
Unless you can run to a different planet, you're not buying any time.
Okay, both of you, give yourselves another mini inspiration point. I am very impressed. Been a long time since I've seen some sane people in this fucking party. Usually it's balls to the wall, no fucks given. I don't give a shit all the time.
Yep.
Hey, no, I love Hercules, don't get me wrong. I'm just pointing it out. Oh, this is so refreshing. Somebody actually fleeing in terror.
What are you talking about? Mads does that like every single session.
Your version of fleeing in terror is teleporting out of melee range and firebolting it. So you shut the fuck up.
Well, I have small. I'm a tiny wizard man. I can't run very fast. All right.
Right.
I'm covering my retreat.
You had the option to use the dash action. Instead, you so cowardly fucking firebolt the damn things to death. Because that's a measure of fuck off. Anyway,
so you're saying Maz is brave?
I think he's braver than he gives himself credit for. I mean, he did willingly save an unspeakable abomination and wrapped it within himself to save it. I mean, it takes a certain level of bravery. Don't worry about it. Maz is complicated. Anyway,
he's very complicated.
Flint is also complicated in that same exact context. Speaking of Flint's complications, Flint, you and Daniel and Rick and Stevens, all 4 of you are at the edge of this fucking circle. The dead, destroyed bodies of the turrets still sped in the ceiling, and that fucking robot is also there. And you now see these gleaming red eyes shining through the darkness. You all notice that the air in the room seems to be drawing towards it at a ever-increasing pace. What do you guys like to do?
Okay, it's time for some magical shenanigans with Daniel Druff. I am your host, Daniel Druff, and today I would like to
You immediately fall over and die.
Today I would like to ask if, the enlarge reduce
I am waiting
spell,
in anticipation.
Do I think that the enlarge reduce spell will work on either A, the door that right here, or B, the portal?
Anyway, alright, so Genius, roll me an insight check.
Okay. Insight, not like Arcana or...
Insight for the specific leap of logic that I don't think you're really realizing. This is mainly with the door. We'll do Arcana with the portal. Okay, listen. You tried casting heat metal on the fucking robot, and it didn't work. It didn't do anything. You're pretty sure doing it on the door, casting enlarge reduce, would definitely not work. Whatever this metal is seems highly resistant to being even affected by your magic. Now, for the portal, please roll me an Arcana check. Even with a shitty 10, hell to the fuck to the no.
Okay.
That
And that
is
concludes
dimensional
our
fucking
show.
portal.
That concludes our show of magical shenanigans with Daniel Druff.
I was expecting you to cave in the roof. I was expecting you to, like, throw flint in it. I don't fucking know. Like, enlarge, reduce? Are you fucking serious?
Do you think I could catch it with the snare spell?
God, I am so upset that I cannot give you another inspiration point, and I also cannot give you an ire point in this exact moment.
Maybe we can snare the dimension.
Do you think
I cast snare on Moradin's heart, so he finally notices me and comes back from the grocery store with his cigarettes and his gallon of milk.
The gallon of milk just happens to be a newspaper smell.
It's canon. Moradin loves his milk.
It's also actually it's canon that he doesn't, because one of the insults, the many dwarven insults, is calling him a milk drinker. So
Yeah.
That sounds like a Spider-Man insult.
milk drinker.
Yeah, like you ever play those Spider-Man video games, like
No.
old school on
Oh, the old school, like PlayStation 2. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And like you're just webbing around New York and like, hey webhead, hey milk drinker.
I've never heard anybody call me a milk drinker outside of Skyrim. So
not milk drinker. It just sounds like something that they would yell at Spider-Man.
Funny part is milk drinkers have multiple contexts.
yes.
Spiders have milk.
Anyway,
I mean, they make spider cheese, so.
That's disgusting.
Welcome back to New World, ladies and gentlemen. We discuss more things to disturb us and amaze us in equal measure.
Is the vacuous pit growing in any way?
Oh, yes.
Is like at an alarming rate or a slow rate?
Well, the actual like event horizon of the portal is growing very slowly, but that vacuum force is certainly picking up at an alarming speed.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's anything I can do to slow the growing
The portal down?
Yeah.
Sure. DC 30. Go for it.
Yeah, I think enlarge reduce will work.
No. Let me see your spell list real quick, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some fun with this. Let me just take
higher level.
So does everybody, but
I'm gonna snare it. Can I snare the interdimensional abyssal being?
Y'all broke bitches need to level yourselves up. I'm not in charge of that. You have money too, which is the best part.
Yeah,
it's not like you're poor anymore.
Well, no, they never said. I thought that they were higher level than they were, and then like all of a sudden, oh no, I'm level 3.
I'm not talking about them. I'm really talking about you guys. To be honest.
Oh.
We really
you've never leveled yourselves up. Good day. Hey, don't you take me off of. I'm still looking. Oh, you wanna fucking
do that?
Yeah. I'm the spell that could probably if I had level.
He's picking the worst spell that I could use, and then he's going to cast it to make it worse.
Yes. How did you know?
Oh, how did I not?
Over a year of this.
Yeah, a year
it's
of your
not like
bullshit.
I've been here for a whole fucking year.
Yeah, a nat 20 is like meh, but a nat 1 is literally the worst thing that could possibly happen to you.
Hey, look, I'm just having some fucking fun. You calm down. You calm myself.
I will say that let me see your spell sheet and then laughing maniacally also helped to give it away a little bit.
Oh, I don't care. It's the anticipation is what fuels me. It's the pain of knowing that I'm looking through
Though,
it.
to be fair, I was just asking if I could think of a way to do it, and after I killed Mark, like I'm very hesitant on like doing my own shenanigans as I normally would.
DM. What happens next then? Just out of curiosity.
I don't know.
You're obviously the DM here.
I'm just providing that information on how my character would act.
Roll me a D2.
Okay. Two.
You cast a web at the portal.
Does it get sticky?
Yeah. The web like wraps around the event horizon, and you literally see the magical web as it's produced like just gets dissolved.
It's a waste of level 2 spell slot.
Which was the D2 was for.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so what do you guys like to do? So Daniel tried casting a spell at it, didn't exactly work. Flint, do you have any ideas?
I didn't try, I was forced.
Yeah.
Hey, you rolled that roll.
I rolled to see, to check, to investigate.
Yeah, and you know what? You were so certain. You were so certain that web would work.
Flint's gonna put his back directly against this wall. And can I do an investigation check of some kind? Because Flint has no idea what this thing is.
On what specifically?
On like what is this? Is this magic? Is this a god?
The portal? You want to investigate the portal? Mm-hmm. Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Flint's like just has no idea what this is.
What's one more debuff on Flint's character? Go ahead.
To what? Arcana or
investigation, I guess, because you're not really an Arcana lad, are you?
No.
Okay. Roll a Wisdom saving throw. This is a frightened saving throw, to be specific.
Is this a giant creature technically?
We don't you remember? You got rid of that. You no longer have Unproven Leader.
Oh, I did not remember that. When did I get rid
of it? Yeah, happened a while ago.
Hey, can I say that Brody was screaming about the vibes as he ran out of the room earlier?
Yeah, no, but that has little to do with this. That's
yes.
It was a feat that I gave as a punishment for critically failing for the third time in a row a frightened check against big things.
He gets spooked.
Yes, you are terrified. Because you failed it by a margin of 8. So you look deep into the abyss, and unsurprisingly, the abyss stares back at you. You don't like what you see whatsoever. Flint starts screaming at the top of his lungs. Oh no! I could be that. Well, you're not. No, you're not gonna drop your fucking Haven Power Claw. It's like attached to you. One of the things that terrifies is if you're holding your weapons, you have to roll to not drop them.
Oh no, it's like
you're attached. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. You're fine. But you are like scrabbling backwards, staring into it, screaming at the top of your lungs, as you just gaze into the pits of. You know what's funny? You literally gaze into hell, and it was not as scary as whatever is that's creeping into this world.
Flint's gonna grab Daniel on the shoulder and run away.
Where?
This way, around the room, not that way. Like
you need to switch your things wrong. Drem.
Which one what part did?
If you hover over the 2, it says rolling d20,
Jump.
2d20 plus 2. If you roll over it,
that's the exit plan.
You can see how it's kind of fucked up. Daniel Drem.
D20 plus.
Put your mouse over the plus 2.
Anyway, so that happens. We cut back to so you're trying to retreat. So go ahead and move your movement that way. And Daniel, do you consent to him dragging you with him?
No.
Okay. You try and grab him, but he doesn't come with you. You're too terrified. You just run.
Gotta do a strength check.
No.
Damn. All right. 30.
Fuck. Stevens is going to make a wisdom saving throw.
Still not.
Yeah.
Stevens begins to book it. Rick is going to... of course.
2d20, should it?
Rick, being the most resolute motherfucker in this entire game, is going to still stick around.
Do I need to roll a wisdom save?
No, it should be.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You didn't really look at it. Stevens did and Flint did.
So, Drem, you need to replace Daniel Dro, all 3 places, with your name. And your name is what appears on the journal tab.
Yeah, which is Drem.
Okay. So @ curly brace Drem bar strength mod end curly brace.
Got that one fixed.
And then the dexterity mod and then the proficiency bonus.
Oh wait, I think I accidentally deleted. Maybe this is what's doing it.
All right. Anyway, so take a break from the macros. We come back to Brody and Drem. What do you two do?
I'm debating at this point if I'm just trying to drag him back or.
I'm just sitting there like, maybe if he picks me up and throws me, I can use that momentum to keep going up. Then I just force myself up like just little increments. Maybe I got enough power. Hey, Drem, brah. How hard can you throw?
I'm just gonna look at Brody. Like, you know what? Why don't we find out? I'm going to try and pick up Brody.
Okay, do you consent to the pickup?
Yep.
Okay. What do you do next?
I start running back towards the room.
Like you just hold him like a football and you just start running towards the danger.
No,
Brody, would you like to make a dex save if you'd be so kind?
Isn't he grappled? Isn't he considered grappled?
Yes, this is for the grapple check.
Which would be against my strength check?
Yes. I'm going to say Drem has an advantage because he caught him unawares. Strength or dex, whichever is better for you, Drem. There you go. 20. Brody, please roll.
Is it what is it, a strength save?
Or with strength or dex, whichever is higher for you. Oh. God damn! Would you like to use your inspiration card, Drem?
You know what? Fine.
Brody has an ire.
Alright, both of you reroll.
Brody has an ire.
Does he?
Yes.
I do. It's from the last session.
Roll me a d8, Brody. Alright. Drem, refund your inspiration point. Brody, you are grappled. You no longer have the ire point.
Yay.
At least ire points got for this and the horse.
So you have now grabbed him and are just going just as far as you can.
Bro, hear me out, bro. Hear me out. No, we can. I can work something out. I promise.
As you run here,
what if I'm making your own surfboard? Do you want a surfboard, bro? It'll be so cool, bro. I swear.
Stop! I can't make this a serious moment with you doing that shit, making me laugh. The idea of just this goddamn California beach bum just pleading for his life and offering a surfboard in exchange for it.
It'll be sick, bro. It'll be so cool. I promise.
Anyway,
I don't even know how to surf.
I'm an elephant, you motherfucker. We don't swim. So as you run past this room, you see Stevens like one of his hands is gripped around like the middle of his rifle, and his other he's like just using he's like full body sprinting. He sees the guys running down. He's like, "Fucking run!"
That's what I'm saying, bro. Run!
Elevator's broken. We have to do something about this thing. We will die.
Would you like to use Brody as a battering ram and push Stevens along with yourselves and to get further back in?
Yes.
All right, make a attack throw using for shits and giggles. Just make a strength, just basic strength check.
Can we have Meeseeks playing that like carnival song?
I didn't mean to do this, bitch. Don't do that.
No.
What's that song called?
Wait, did you just critically succeed?
What song?
I actually get an advantage, so.
Choo choo! And it just crashes into the fucking corner. All of you are just in a heap except Drem, who is the only one standing in a heap. Brody, you're on the other side of Drem. Drem just kind of steps over you, I assume.
Yeah.
Or do you drag him with you?
I'd be dragging both of them at this point.
You throw them both back in the room. Drem enters the room. You see this. You see the ritual circle running around. You see Flint, also trying to make his retreat. Daniel, I assume, is frantically looking at his gizmos and gadgets.
Yep. And he found a gizmo and or gadget that he would like to try.
Okay, Daniel, what should you
try? So I have 2 canteens of cleaning spray. That we got from the place.
Oh, happiest of days! Would you like to throw the cleaning spray in that direction?
Yeah.
Sure, buddy. Make a disadvantaged attack throw. Dex-based. Go. If you miss, I'm gonna have fun.
Just for point of fact, wasn't there a vortex being sucked into the
I know. Don't
yeah, so it's being sucked in, so why is it disadvantaged?
It's being disadvantaged because it's throwing off your fucking aim.
That's a critical fail.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's a 3.
+2.
Uh-oh. In my defense, even if I didn't give you disadvantage, that would have been the first roll.
Yeah.
So this one's on you. We agree that I'm not being a shitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You punch that shit directly into the holy circle that is
Is that 2
covering around this ring.
For me? Yeah.
That was, yeah. Head careful. On a 3rd in a row, you get the curse of double crit fails, like Dragal did. So this section of the circle is now damaged.
Of the circle? What circle?
Yeah. So the ritual circle that's around this whole thing.
I know what he's talking about.
There's a ritual circle?
I described it when you first entered. Twice. What do you think the scribble shit was on the floor was?
I thought that was the blue shit from the cleaning bot.
If it was the blue shit, then it'd be the blue shit!
What scribble then? I don't see any scribble.
The gray? Gray scribbles on the
I don't see any scribble. I don't see. Do you guys see
There's no gray scribbles on my screen currently.
Yeah, mine either.
Wait, what?
You can check the stream.
There was time?
No, there's never been anything like that. You can check all the streams.
Hold on.
I know he's
talking about dear, sweet God. It was... Do you see it now?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep, that was on the GM layer. I didn't fucking notice until now.
Well, then Dan would probably have been trying to look at the runes and trying to figure out a way to rewrite the runes to fix it. You don't
understand Celestial, right?
I mean, he doesn't.
He doesn't. That's my point.
No, but I'm really smart.
I know nothing about baseball, but I'm sure I could figure it out just by watching 5 seconds.
You just gotta hit a ball, right?
Yeah, it's the same thing here. You just gotta hit.
You're the kind of guy that gets picked to play basketball even though he's never played, and then proceeds to just grab the ball and run to the other end of the court, no dribbling.
Yeah,
that's what's happening.
And also thinks that he's so badass and good at the game.
I don't know why no one does this.
Yeah,
they're all idiots. They're all a bunch of idiots.
You could go so much faster if you just carry the ball. You guys all have slippery fingers.
The worst insults.
Smart, not savvy.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, so yeah, the ritual circle was there.
I wouldn't have thrown cleaning spray if I knew there was a ritual circle there that's containing everything.
Okay, fine. I'll let that slide because that is embarrassing that I didn't know that was on the fucking. Fucking. I'm so sad. I need to take a minute, take a lap. 1 second. Also, Flint said his Wi-Fi
are familiar faces. Worn out places. Just Salty slowly walking.
Yeah.
I rewatched Donnie Darko last night. If you guys haven't seen that.
I have.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I watched it when I was a wee lad, and it gave me nightmares.
Oh yeah, me too. It's so good.
I watched it as a wee lad, and I thought, this is fucking confusing.
Yeah, you gotta watch an explanation.
And then, hold on. Okay, look, if a movie requires you to consume alternate media to understand it, I mean, go fuck yourself.
No, I think you can enjoy it on the baseline level without.
No, I did. Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it. I'm just pointing out that my younger me was like, "That's kind of weird," and then older me rewatching it was like, "That's it's still weird. I understand the weirdness to a degree. It's still weird though."
Hey, Drem, at the bottom of your tab that shows the roles, it says as, and it should say Matthew R. Switch that to your Drem character name.
But my Donnie Darko tangential universe theory.
That's what you mean.
No, I'm not doing that.
Is there a way to change it?
You're wasting all of these crits. Stop.
I didn't click on anything that time.
That was me.
I know, Brody. Come on, man. You can't afford to be wasting these crits.
Am I still getting the bad vibes?
Oh, but are you kidding me? Do you think it stopped?
Then with my 20, am I picking up on the bad vibes?
Crit.
Your head explodes.
And then
And yet you don't.
give me a second.
One Mississippi. Okay, we're back.
And I actually am back. I just had to leave and rejoined, and it didn't save. Of course, it didn't.
You fucking.
Yeah, you have to click save where it will not save. On the macro.
That's fine. I'm not upset. You're upset.
No, not the macro. Change.
Oh my gosh! Hurry the fuck up!
Oh well. I'll fix it later.
All right. We good? We got all the Donnie Darko and macros out of our fucking system.
No, but let's continue.
All right. Thanks, man. So you drag the cowards back in like a good commissar. Flint's also fleeing for his life. Daniel is like...
Do I think that maybe repairing one of these supports would maybe stabilize the portal?
Now there's not a bad idea.
Well, yeah, because there's now there's a reason why those supports, because they're lined up with the runes. So now I know I have somewhat better idea of what's the fuck's going on.
I mean, this whole thing started when those supports got damaged, but whatever.
Didn't it start when the cleaning robot blew up all the machines?
Yes, that's my point.
But not the supports. They were already hurt.
These?
Mm-hmm.
No. Those got damaged. These got damaged.
Yeah. Those got damaged in the last cleaning. But these things, I think this one at least was already
No. One of the terminals got damaged by a stray whatever the fuck it was. Okay. Not these things.
Yeah. So then Dan would run over and try.
Okay, hold on. So you run closer to it. Roll me a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Do not critically fail this, I beg you.
16.
Okay, are you happy with that 16?
No.
You shouldn't be. That's perfect.
20.
Yeah, you feel the suck as it's literally sucking you in. And you manage to narrowly avoid becoming going on the poster of a I am missing, please help. But you get to the fallen support. What would you like to do now?
Can I pull out my repair pack?
And
try...
See what jury-rig fixing. Now, this is some highly advanced technology, which you know nothing about. But I will let you try. By all means, roll engineering.
23.
That is not bad. Doesn't pass, per se. But... do you have any more inspiration points to burn on this?
2.
Would you like to use both of them?
Yeah.
9, which would really just mean 4.
Which would be it'd be 5 because it's 23.5. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
that's what 28.
29.
29. Was that it?
23 plus 5.
Someone's smarter at math.
No, 24 plus 4. Yes, 20.
1 second, I'm being summoned. What's up?
No, actually.
What's the map? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to fix the support pillar.
I think he's trying to get to 30.
So.
Wait a sec. I did this right, right? I think so. Yay. See, I can fix stuff when I look at it long enough.
You literally just had to change your fucking name.
No.
I forgot after your name or something.
No, I forgot. I did put it off my name, but I forgot I had to change the display name in this, not the name of the actual. Because I forget you can change your name in each game individually. Which, yes, I forget sometimes.
Well, so if you you look at the text box where you can chat and stuff, if you look directly below it, it says as, and you can change your character.
Well, that's been set as Jim this whole time.
So I'm.
Oh.
So when you do the /me and then put some text in there, it will display your name. Which that's what that macro is doing to where it says.
Got it. Yeah, no, I have not looked much into anything in Roll20 except for playing once in a while, so. Don't know a lot.
Yeah, every game is isolated, so you. I mean, if you see your name Matthew anywhere, you can just change it on Grimtide, and it won't affect anything else.
Yeah.
Go hide! You don't know how! It's commercial time. Commercial's over.
It's no longer commercial.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, it has all the books already in Roll20, so that's what the compendium is? Just
yeah, so yeah, in the marketplace you can buy more books. But I think because I'm in it, I have all the books bought. So I think everyone has access to the books because I have. Well, I don't have all the books, but I've got like Tasha's and God, what's it called? Yeah, I've got the supplements, Xanathars.
You got the cauldron and the guide to everything.
Yeah.
The hell is character mantle? Who's the character?
So you can like when you go up a level, if your thing is character manced, like you can do that and it will add like the racial feat or not the racial feat, but the class feat that you might get for upgrading. It helps you like pick the spells that you want and yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Alright, so
shoot it.
Does combat repairs lower the DC at all?
17. I'm sorry, one more time?
So my combat repairs feat.
No.
Okay. Is a 28 enough?
Yeah.
No?
Sorry. Hot food. Yes. Yes, 20 is fine.
Okay.
To do something, but he's...
No, 20 is fine. I have food. Oh,
Fuck your food.
Fuck you. It's made with love. I mean, I have homemade tacos in front of me. Fuck you got.
I had homemade tacos in front of me earlier.
Hey, a true man of culture from across the way.
So I'm the other one that made lasagna? Okay.
Yeah, eat shit. I can't say that. I love lasagna.
Dude, my spirit animal is actually Garfield. You can ask. You can DM
That's a strong
Rito.
choice.
You can DM Rito. Like my spirit animal is Garfield.
I have not spoken to Rito since he said bye. Makes me kind of sad, honestly.
He's been busy as fuck. He just graduated high school.
That's fine.
And he's going off to college, and it's.
I just hope I didn't spook him away from D&D or some shit.
I don't think so. I think he kind of did get a little bummed when his first character died. Not gonna lie, because you did kind of just rip him out, and he's dead. Bye bye.
Well, I had to maintain
8%.
Yeah.
60%. I have a quota to fill.
Yeah.
So does Miser with all the assholes he sends you.
Yeah. The assholes, meaning all of you guys.
Hey, no. Plural. You are included in that equation.
What? No, I'm an OG. All right.
That doesn't spare you from the
quota.
quota.
No, but he didn't know who the fuck we were. Like when he made the original group.
Oh yes, he did. There's a reason he sent you up to recover that walker.
Is there a reason? And there's also a reason why he put Rex in charge.
Yep, he's like they're certainly going to die. Anyway, no. So you basically run over there, throwing some patchwork like things. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just kind of assuming you know what you're doing. Oh, thanks, baby. You're just assuming you know what you're doing when it comes.
Kind of. Can I be like kind of looking at like this support pillar that's not broken?
Yeah.
And
you're doing everything you fucking can. You're like stitching wires, duct taping things that look like wires together but are totally not. At one point, you dig out and find like an old AA battery, and you shove it into a coupling, and it somehow makes it work.
I mean, metal contacts.
You jury rig this into fucking working, and it's somewhat okay. The portal actually begins to not shrink, but the mass itself stops growing.
Also, I still have Hand of the Matriarch up, so can we say that I'm like spider climbing on it because it's like a big pillar, right?
You know what? Yeah. Fuck yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's doing this. Can I look at the runes around it and see if I can do anything?
Roll religion with advantage.
Yeah, and if it does help, I do know the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do know the spell?
Yeah, I critted on figuring out what the spell was when we first got in this room.
Yes, you did.
15.
So Drem runs up to the circle. He then puts his hands down onto the circle and begins speaking. Now, Drem, you understand Celestial, don't you?
I thought I did. No, I do not.
Okay. So Drem, you were a monk before this, basically. That's what you kind of were. Like not a monk is in the punching monk, like a monastic monk.
If it helps, would I notice it's
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You don't know what Celestial, like what you're saying, but you know the words. You remember the word. It was another bit of useless information that nobody bothered codifying, but you did. The bookworm of your order, you did. And just like Borden told you, you knew exactly what to do, what to say. And as he does so, you notice a thin line of gold appear around the ritual circle. And as it does so, that vacuum force ceases. It stops. It was almost about to drag Flint and everybody else in, but it stops. The wind of the room seems to stop. Daniel, you still feel it though, but your spider climbed onto the pillar. Rick runs over, and he's going to attempt to jump over this. He's fine. Rick runs over to you, Flint, clasps you on one of your shoulders. And he is going to try and perform a check.
Is he going to Rick roll him?
Rick, I've waited so long for this.
Why
now? Why here?
Because it's that wretched month of the year. No, I'm not making that joke. No, stop it! No, he's actually going to slap you across the face.
Okay.
I'm trying to fucking... Oh, there it is. It used to, it's now newly ordered, but it's no longer the controlled chaos that it was previously. He has advantage. He's just gonna go for it. 18. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, Flint.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Does he still need to get over 50 in order to pass?
No. Rick slaps you across the face. You are no longer terrified. You're just frightened. Rick kind of shakes my shoulders like, snap out of it, man!
Okay, do I snap out of it?
You're still frightened, but you're not terrified anymore.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Bad vibes! Bad vibes!
Chill! I'm fixing it!
Drem.
And Drem, whatever the fuck you're doing, keep doing it. It's working.
Drem, take 7 points of psychic damage.
Damn it, bud.
You take, all of you see, like, blood start leaking from Drem's ears. You see that there is an actual strain to this. Like, it's not just easy for him. That's actually a strain.
You know what? For casting a higher level spell, I'm okay with this. Even though I'm not really casting, and I'm more trying to fix something that was breaking?
No, it's still broken. You're just maintaining the broken state. It's like an inefficient thing.
Get it?
Alright.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm being summoned once more. I must give water to my wife. 1 second.
You son of a bitch!
Drink it, so I'm...
God damn it, if only I had my level 2 spell slot.
Do you need it? What are you trying to cast?
I was gonna do enhance ability on myself. Give me an advantage.
I mean, I could bless you.
No, bless yourself.
Alright.
Yo, Brody! See if you can help out Drem!
No, Brody, what would you like to do? By all means, please.
So, whenever I see someone take damage, I can reduce the damage with my protective field. Am I seeing Drem taking damage in this instance?
I would say yes, but this is not the kind of damage you can block with that.
So I was wondering if it was like lashback or something like that. Yeah, can I try?
Tell you what.
Like share it?
You can reduce. Yeah, you can share the damage with him if you'd like.
Yeah, I will take on some of the damage.
Okay, so Brody, you walk up to Drem as he's having like physical pain maintaining the spell. You put your hand on his shoulder and you bear half the brunt of this. Drem, you only take 3, and Brody, you take 3 as well.
Yeah, thank you.
How many repair pack uses did that cost?
Just close that thing, man. Just get it the fuck out of here.
That costed you, how many charges come in a repair pack again? Remind me.
10.
8? It took you 4.
So, how...
Okay, then I'm gonna...
God damn it.
Can I... dash
out
of the circle?
Drem, you realize this is not a permanent solution. Something has to change.
Yeah, I figured. This is just a temporary thing, huh?
You realize you actually, to make this permanent, you need whoever casts the spell. Because he needs to cast it again, or something needs to happen.
I'm gonna dash down to here.
Mm-hmm.
There
is a lovely pile of blue crap right in front of the door.
It's fine. Well, that's just as far as I can get with my movement. I don't know if I can just keep going because we're not kind of in combat.
Yeah. Are we in initiative order?
I want to go get to here to fix this.
I know.
This pillar.
13. Oh, by the way, what you did, Daniel, is that D10 I just dealt him was going to be a 2D10. By the way. So you spared him half of it, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're kind of an initiative. Stevens has to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Runs. Stevens is shook.
He's scared.
Yeah, very. Specifically, because Stevens already kind of saw this. Rick is still holding onto your shoulder, Flint. Are you coming back too? Are you you're still scared, but you're not fleeing for your life?
Did you guys ever watch Jimmy Neutron?
Who did
Yes.
You know, whenever they're running out to go stop the snots, and then the chicken hatches, and the cool kid just starts screaming like a little kid. That's what I imagine that Flint just did. Like, just starts high-pitched screaming. Like, yeah, he's Nick. He's like, oh, I'm so cool.
Nah, he screams like a cool cowboy.
I don't know why, but it's funny that you keep cutting out on my head.
What, baby? Oh. Scare him, the dog. Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, Flint, what would you like to do?
Alright, he's going back online.
Mm-hmm. You're still frightened, but...
No, I'm just gonna... I got nothing. I'm just gonna hold on for right now.
Roll a wisdom saving throw again? Roll it again, you have advantage. Because Rick's gonna need the help. Okay, fuck me, I guess. Are you happy with that? Oh, fuck that. You know, you're not within acceptable range. I wouldn't even offer it.
Okay.
Rick's still trying to calm you down.
Okay.
Dren.
See.
Take 5 damage. Brody, take the other 5. Daniel, it's now back to you. You are in front of the puddle. What do you do?
All right.
I'm also just gonna guess this can't hit shields.
Can I jump
what's
over
that,
this?
I'm sorry.
I'm just guessing that this is actually hitting directly to life and is not hitting our shields.
You are correct.
I'm going to attempt to jump over this puddle of blue.
Okay.
And then
I'm just gonna use hand to make sure I have to heal up.
Do I need to roll a dex or athletics or something?
Yes, strength saving throw to be specific.
Is it 23?
You're fine. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't have +6.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, fuck. Roll me a sleight of hand check, out of curiosity. So, when some people are scared, sometimes they let go of what they're holding, and sometimes they hold on for dear life. You do not let go of your tool bag, as you catch a glimpse of the. Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Yeah, you got a 20. You're fine.
Is it not like attached to my body? It's not like
basically you were gonna let go of the repair pack on accident.
Okay.
Not your whole bag. Come on.
Yeah.
You accidentally caught a glimpse. And
nope, not looking. But
no, you did.
Well, I know, but I'm trying not to.
Yeah. And the most horrible thing happens. You hear a whisper in your head, "Dad, no."
Fuck off, ghost.
And that's what causes you to turn around. By the way.
Okay.
And see it, and then that's how you get frightened. You're not terrified though. You're just frightened. Which I'm going to rule is going to cause your engineering check to be disadvantaged. Yep.
Okay.
So, but yeah, fright, like you turn your back on, like no, and you're gonna try and fix it.
God damn you!
I love my job.
I fucking hate
I
you.
love it so much.
Wait, so in the past, whenever I've had advantage, like for my expert repairman, you always made me re-roll one of the rolls. So would that be the same case where I just re-roll one of the rolls? Does that make sense?
Oh, you mean one of the rolls in the equation? Like that 2 would become something else if you want to re-roll that, right?
Well, on the first, on the 16 and the 20, like if I were to use my expert repairman, I wouldn't re-roll the engineering check. I would re-roll either the 16 or the 20. So for this, would it just be? Could we just do it where it's disadvantage on that 20? Get what I'm saying?
Not okay. Hold on. So, did you accidentally roll 3 times, or am I being crazy?
I did roll 3 times. Yeah.
So it's the first 2 that we're looking at, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So the difference between a 22.5 and a 25.5. Since you're disadvantaged, you are stuck with a 22.5. If you want to use expert repairman, you can either re-roll the 16 or the 14 in that roll.
Okay. I will. Well, but that's just a reroll. It's not an advantage.
Does it say advantage or reroll?
It says reroll. Should be advantage.
Okay.
It's bullshit.
You're welcome, buddy.
Yeah.
Anytime, anywhere.
Waste of a feat.
Oh, wham.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna reroll those. I don't trust my luck, especially because I just rolled a 20.
That is a shame.
I could have used my I'm a fucking genius as well. Made it Mastercraft.
Well, no, it would have made it from jury rigged to not jury rigged.
Yeah, that.
I'll tell you what, Daniel. I'm a fucking genius.
That's the spark of genius.
Oh, it's also crafting things, not fixing things.
Oh.
That's different.
Okay.
See, even Flint left. That was that bullshit. So I'll tell you what. I will tell you.
Well,
what.
why don't we just define?
Drem.
Season, yeah.
If you yell something involving Moradin at Daniel to do a better job invoking Moradin, I will allow him to just roll another engineering check and go with that. Because at this point, that 22 is not cutting it. That's a failure.
Great.
I'll give him another chance though, if you're willing to make him
I've already done it though. So like, is the DC maybe lowered because I already fixed one?
I tell you what, depending on how severe Drem makes this, I will depend.
How badly can you insult him?
Yeah, like invoking Moradin, like how badly can you insult him?
How strong is your burn game?
I know there's a specific word you can say that will automatically let you win. But don't think too hard about it. Just fix
Is it Hitler? That's
No. What the fuck's the matter with you, bro?
It was Cards Against Humanity. That was the.
He doesn't even exist in this context.
That was a Cards Against Humanity joke. I'm pretty sure.
It was. I'm glad you got
that. Okay, so I'm gonna yell.
Y'all are weird.
Daniel. Yes. I'm gonna yell at him. Get your shit together. Do you really? No, what was that? That's what it was. Do you really think this is acceptable at any amount?
Fuck you, newbie!
Well, at least I actually get to say hi to someone instead of getting them to shit on me because I don't memorize fucking songs or anything for that matter, apparently.
Yeah, I can't fucking sing, alright?
Matt. I'm gonna help you out here.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'm already scared of what's coming. Oh wait, I think I just remembered. I completely forgot about that. I would have get your shit together, you beardless milk drinker.
I look up. I haven't drank milk since I left my mother's breast. You goddamn nose-trunked fuck!
As you do this, Daniel wails on the machine with a wrench. Like he is so incensed that he doesn't fucking realize what he's doing. And then somehow, as he's wailing on the thing, the machine corrects itself. Not before spitting what appears to be oil directly into Daniel's face.
It's fine. I'm an engineer. I live in oil.
But he does look like he has jury-rigged the pylon correctly. The portal's not shutting.
Forget that's canon, isn't it?
Calling somebody beardless is like the biggest insult in dwarfdom.
Yeah.
The portal's not shut down?
No.
Is the
whatever black thing? Yes, actually.
Yay.
Okay, Flint, please re-roll your wisdom saving throw. With advantage. You are no longer frightened.
Am I spooked?
Sure.
We're slowly going down the gradient.
Is that anything, or am I back to normal?
You kind of taking a few deep breaths. Rick is basically calmed you down.
Do I have to keep focusing on the spell? Like, if I feel like if I let up, is it gonna start again, or?
Oh, absolutely. You think you're the only reason this thing has not jumped out of the portal?
Got it.
Flint's gonna call out, Daniel, what should I do?
Open the fucking door! Stop running away, you goddamn coward!
Which door?
The one behind me, dipshit!
Wait a second.
Quick
question.
This
Blow it up with your gauntlet!
This blue line right here, I forget.
It's that strange blue material.
Yeah, I know, but the drag pattern, like you said, kind of like a drag pattern a little bit. Is it coming in the room or out of the room?
Out of the room. It looks like someone stepped out of it.
As Daniel's going, I was like, wait, is there a door right here or anything?
No.
There is, yes, there was. There is. It's sealed shut.
Oh, sealed.
Like this one looks like there's no symbol at all for it to even open.
Get it.
He's gonna start waving his gauntlet in front of this door.
Blow it up!
Okay, yeah, sorry. And then
as you approach the door, you notice that the door is being slammed against by something from the other side of it.
It's being slammed against, like something's trying to get out.
Yep.
Almost like a cleric.
Yeah, I'm gonna bang on the door and say, "Stand back, cleric, stand back."
Roll a Constitution check to determine how loud you can yell.
Constitution check.
Oh, and also, quick question.
And it keeps slamming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just fucking blow it up!
Alright, he's gonna charge.
Don't worry about him!
How long do you charge it for?
One.
Are you gonna hold it? You should do a 1-turn burst?
Mm-hmm.
No! Hold it for longer!
It smolders. Do this!
No,
do the other thing!
Well, 1 turn, does that mean everybody else gets a thing?
Yeah, if you're holding it for a round, I thought you meant a quick fire, no charging, or are you doing the, are you waiting a turn?
He's gonna wait a turn and, charge it.
Alright, so you wait, so you're gonna wait. Daniel did his thing, you did his thing, and now for the damage. Brody, take 3. Drem, take 3. Drem, make a Constitution saving throw.
Yay. Why isn't it not normal?
You have to click the disadvantage thing.
There.
Brody, would you like to help him?
Same thing anyways.
Yes, I would, if possible.
Okay. So, you already rolled? Why did I tell you to roll?
I thought you said make disadvantage. That's my bad.
No, I said normal.
Oh, normal?
Yeah, but now you get to roll again.
Yeah.
Because Brody is going to be helping you through this. I throw you a lifeline, and you piss in my face.
Isn't
it
a 17?
Your concentration. No, the 8 and 11 was the first one, and I just disregarded the second.
Can I use my inspiration point? What do you think that would?
How many do you have to burn?
I have 3.
Oh, you've been.
If you use all 3, maybe. Fuck it, I'll allow Brody to pull in too. If Brody's willing to spend his many inspiration points with you, I will allow it.
I mean,
if he wants to.
I'm sure I'm picking up the sense that the only reason this thing hasn't busted out is because Grim is doing this shit, so yeah.
So wait, hold on, we're at 18?
Yeah.
That's actually enough.
Thank God.
I'm sorry, 1 second, lads. 1 second.
Question. What happened to the Roomba as the suction starts pulling? Does it get
to ask that?
He's not here. We can not ask that question.
Because I have a feeling that would be a bad answer.
Well, I mean, if it's not, Dan might just go and shove it into the portal. See if we can push him out of the way. See.
I'm just saying, anything going in here might be bad.
What happened
to
18,
the... 18's fine, by the way.
Yay. So I don't lose concentration, is what you're saying, right?
No. What was going to happen was a black tendril snakes through basically the portal and was going to try and rip your soul out. But you're fine. You're fine.
Well, fuck you too.
You're able to like keep the pressure on. Like you see it about to happen, and you just kind of like give it an extra burst of energy, and you're able to kind of like shriek it back into place.
Brody's about as far away as he can be.
While still
touching you, like his literal pinky is like fully extended, or his middle finger, pointer finger is like fully extended, like just the bare minimum of contact to be touching you.
What happened to the Roomba as the suction pulls in?
The Roomba has not moved.
Dan's gonna make his way over towards the Roomba.
I don't know.
Don't you fucking dare.
Okay, we'll see.
Dan's gonna make his way over towards the Roomba. And he's going to try to push the Roomba into the portal.
Dan, that Roomba is 3 times your size.
Well, but isn't the portal
your
sucking?
Disadvantage.
The portal's sucking, though, right?
No, it's not sucking anymore.
Oh.
You can try if you'd like. I don't care.
Did the turret fall down?
No, they're still in the ceiling. They're just the tokens are there.
Okay, yeah, Dan would still try pushing the Roomba in. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage athletics.
Alright, man.
Fuck off.
Okay.
Anyway, so you try that. Clint, you have charged it for 1 round. Do you let go?
If I don't need to, I won't.
Oh, you're gonna hold on? Okay. Drem.
I hate you all.
Take 1 damage. Brody, take 1 damage.
Still hate you all.
Oh no. Mark situation all over again.
Bro, I'm doing everything I can
here. Daniel.
He's going to keep trying to push.
Okay, try. Go for it. Same thing. Disadvantage athletics. No. Flint, letting go?
Yep.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Just roll the damage as you were. That is 25.
Mm-hmm.
Is that with plus 2 charges?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's with a look at those rolls. That's a 4d6 plus a 3d8 is what got me that.
Right. No. Basically, it just scorches the door.
You have to charge it for longer. God damn it! Like a minute.
That's 2 full. That's more than I've ever charged it for.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's because you're weak sauce. You gotta charge. You gotta.
So like
you got a bomb in your face, in your fingers.
As it goes off and it scorches the door, like nothing happened. The person on the other side is still wailing on the door. But yeah, it was not enough. Are you gonna keep charging it again?
Yeah. Do I think if I do it a little bit longer, it'll make a difference?
Roll insight.
Oh, I do have. All I have to say is that would have killed me.
You think you can hold on for a lot longer to do any meaningful damage to this thing.
Okay.
The door is like slightly damaged. I want to point that out.
Realistic amount of longer, or like?
It depends. How's Drem looking?
Not good.
Well, there you have your answer.
Flint's not gonna do this again.
Okay, what's Flint's gonna do then?
I do have. I'd have to be next to it, wouldn't I? I'd have to stop this.
Hey, Dan, we're not gonna have a repeat of the robot.
What?
We're not gonna have a repeat of the robot. I'm not doing this again.
The robot? Just blow the door open. I'll take care of them.
All right, this is on you.
Rick actually. Hold on. Let me see if Rick. So something snaps in Rick. You think it's a stressful situation. You don't think he means to say this, but there's just something like it just builds in front of him. You mean like you took care of Mark?
That was an accident.
Yeah.
Can I start running over towards Drem?
So, one second, real quick. Let me check Rick's inventory because I think I remember getting something for him. Rick walks towards the door. He then jams several grenades in like right in front of the door. He says, "Okay, Flint, charge up again." He backs up.
Okay, well, Flint's gonna go over here then.
Okay, you still might need a couple turns of charge up, but
all right, he'll do that. But then that's all he can use it for the day. Because I don't get unlimited kapows.
Drem, heal for 12.
So you're gonna try to heal him?
Yeah.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Me?
No, Daniel.
Oh, cool.
21. That's a crit.
No.
Piss off, ghost.
Yep, you heal him for 12.
Yay. I'm back at full health.
I'm holding for 5 rounds, by the way.
5. This is the day Drem dies. Or Brody.
I got you.
Yeah, okay, well, Daniel, I'm gonna ask Daniel, like, are they good? Are you guys good? As I'm, like, charging it, like, 1 round goes by, and I'll ask that.
Brody, can you channel all the whatever's going on into me?
I don't know. Should I make, like, an insight check or something?
Roll me a vibe check.
Vibe check. Let's do
it. You're like, yeah, sure, why not? Daniel.
Are we, like, conducting electricity down the chain?
Send it to me, bitch.
Now, Brody, roll me just a solid D20.
Okay. D20?
D20.
Okay.
Not the damage. Yeah. Oh, boy. Okay, we're going to get to what that specifically is doing in a minute. Like, yeah, sure, we'll share the damage.
No, I want all of it.
Oh, well, congratulations. You're going to get all of it, and then some. So, Flint, you're charging it up. That's now 2 rounds. I'm sorry, not that. Daniel, take 2 points of psychic damage, which you are now vulnerable to.
I just crit. Ugh.
Yeah, you did. Brody rolled a 3.
Like, this is just, like, permanently? I'm permanently vulnerable to
psychic? No, God, no. Just for this. Roll 3 psychic damage. Drem, you don't feel any strain from this.
Yay.
Now, Flint now is charging it for 3 turns. Drem. Well, not Drem, in this case, Daniel. take 18 points.
Bring it.
Okay. Okay. I think you want to say he'll save it to 5, right?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. Did you say you save it to 5?
Yeah, I'm charging it to 5, but I'm gonna check in.
4.
Okay.
Can I be burning some of my points, my psychic points, to try and be reducing some of this damage as we're doing all of this psychically?
Yeah, you rolled a 3. Unfortunately, like this is like you've
never
done this.
25 on the vibe check though.
Yeah, well, that was the ability to do it at all. The 3 I rolled the d20 to see how well this worked. So Flint, you charged it for the 4th time at this point.
Sorry, Dad, I'm trying everything I can.
Just keep giving it to me.
Now, hold on. Drem, Brody, and Daniel make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, Brody. I fucking hate all 3 of you. All right. No, you all passed. It was like a weakest link type of scenario, but like something thrashes against your mental defenses in this regard. But by your powers combined, or rather, because all 3 of you were strong enough, you're able to beat it back. Now we're at 5, the 5th round.
Give me the damage, brah.
Flint, let's go.
So hold on, let me describe, Flint, what's been happening with the gauntlet. As the round's been ticking by, a miniature, golden sun has been appearing in your hand. It's now the size of a basketball as you're holding it in your hand. You hear the gauntlet begin to, vibrate. There are, panels begin to open, and, hot air begins to be released from it. This is definitely, the most you've charged it with the exception of you channeling the artifact previously.
Was that what were you reviewing source material in those breaks?
Yeah, totally. Anyway,
here we go.
$55. Flint, roll me what was it? Roll me 16d6. The door blasts open. Let me make a dexterity saving throw for a certain gentleman on the other side of the door.
And
you hear a loud groan. No, he actually doesn't. Even if he took all of that damage, he's not even down. Anyway. The explosion occurs, dust fills the area. Try and make a concentration check.
That's Constitution, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're fine. As the explosion happens, the gauntlet is physically hot on your touch. It is really bad. You hear a groan from the darkness of the tunnel, and as the dust sort of clears, you hear a step, and then another step. Stepping through the doorway, kind of awkwardly, because not really awkwardly. The doorways are a lot bigger than they actually see on the map. Is this? I'm going to enlarge the picture so you get a feel of what he actually looks like.
Space Marine.
Yep.
How do you fit through the doorway?
I already told you. The doors are actually a lot bigger than they actually are. You go sideways type of deal. For the sake of, size-wise in D&D, he has to occupy those tip spaces, but in reality, he would look something like this.
I like the idea of him being like Baymax, where he just looks
down.
Deflates,
yeah.
And turns sideways and then shuffles.
Yeah, sort of. He comes through dragging the sword behind him, his armor a smoking ruin, now having a large crater through the chest of it. He sort of pulls himself in here, stepping on the blue crap. But you notice there's blue crap all over his armor.
That's not good.
He sort of weakly lifts his helmet, and then you see the eyes within the helmet kind of widen as he sees the portal.
Hey, big guy, a little help.
He falls to his knees and on his hands. You hear a long, rasping cough from within the helmet. He sort of crawls towards the circle and he raises both of his hands and he slams them down on the circle. Drem, make a wisdom check, and he is also going to check.
Wisdom. 19.
Cool. The circle begins to glow a bright golden, and it burns all, and it kind of reassembles itself to a more perfect circle. As it does so, quick. Okay. Oh. Daniel, you're not in the circle, right? Okay, good. You see something on the other side of the portal reach through with these long, spindly legs, and it sort of grabs the edges of the portal. And as the circle is like coming to a close, it hear this audible snap. The portal collapses in on itself, creating this jagged gash. Alarms start going off. These pylons start like glowing with electricity as they are now working overtime to correct something. I have to roll a d20 for each of the pylons that you fixed. Lucky bitch. Everybody in the room must make a strength saving throw. This is the cleric. This is Rick.
18.
Okay, Drem.
See.
Can I?
Daniel, is that with the +6 or no?
Yeah, that's with the +6.
Okay, you're fine then. Drem and Daniel, would you like to try and catch Brody?
Yes.
Yes.
Daniel would have tried to do that if either of them failed, because they're the new guys.
Okay.
He's got to look after them.
So Drem rolled a 7. Daniel, would you like to roll another strength save?
Last armor.
Does a 13 get me to where I need to be? I have inspiration.
Go, boys. That doesn't matter on.
Oh, hold on. You have inspiration point?
I've used 2. I have one more. Does a 13 get me there, or do I need to burn another one?
You'd have to. The DC is 15, just so you're aware.
Okay.
So we don't have to catch him? So that nat 1 never happened?
Sure. You're able to like hold on to each other as this massive vacuum force occurs. However, horrifically, Flint goes tumbling in.
Great.
If I saw him going in, I would have jumped in after him.
Hold on.
Nobody panic. So, Flint, yeah, you're like, fuck! As soon as you hit the portal wall, you are thrown in this twisting purple cloud-like corridor. And through its tumultuous, poles and sways, you're thrown into a new vista.
Dan's going in after him.
Hold your fucking... my point, you're not going to be the first to go in after him, and you'll find out why in a second. That's my. You're right now. You're holding on to Brody, who. Oh, actually, no, you're not. Are you?
No, I'm I see Flint going. I just start running in.
We'll get to that. Actually, no, we'll not get to that. Daniel, roll a wisdom saving throw.
No, not +6.
Well,
okay,
so I was actually gonna ask. Can I try and grab him with my telekinesis before he flies in there?
Who, Daniel?
No, Flint.
How far is that range there, buddy?
I think it's 30 feet, so right as he hits the center of the vortex, I could grab him.
Okay, so Flint was right here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He touches it right here.
Okay. It is just
but
slightly
that is
out of range.
Little out of range.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. It's a good idea, but sorry. So Flint, you find yourself thrown onto a strange, arid waste. Instantly, you can't breathe. The air you're breathing in is like ozone. It burns your lungs. You start coughing. Already blood dribbling down your chin. You look up, and the skies are this twisted red atmosphere. All around you, the landscape is, and instead of a base, you're in just this open, deserted plain with craggy rocks surrounding you. All around you are these strange, like these blue nodes of that material that's just seeping everywhere. It's not touching you at this moment, but it's just everywhere. And behind you is the portal that you felt got sucked through. However, in the not so distant as you'd like, a dark shape is just kind of hunkered over one of the canyon edges. It is truly big. Very spider-like with long scythe-like ends and a gleaming red eye. And it sort of like creeps up on the crag.
Only one? Only one eye?
Three. Like it is.
Three, okay.
Does it say?
Oh, yes, of course, yes. It's looking right at you.
Ah, shit.
As you look up, the terror begins to fill you again. You can't take a breath. The fall itself took it out of you, and you were just coughing and coughing and coughing. Roll a Constitution check, saving throw. I mean, you're able to kind of cover your mouth, hold your breath as best as you can, but you are just stuck at the spot as this thing slowly but surely makes its way down the wall. You can sort of see its shape being defined. It's a shape that became a staple of Grimtide. I don't think I have to describe it to you, do I?
Mm-hmm. I know the one.
Now, when does Dan pop out?
No, hold on. So, Daniel, you get to about this point when something comes over you. An invisible sheen of force that keeps you in place. Instead, the cleric comes bounding forward and dips his hand into the portal. As we cut back to Flint. Flint, roll me a very important wisdom saving throw. With advantage. Well, I tried. For the record, I tried. Okay, so you're not going to gain a level of corruption. Congratulations, Flint.
Oh, thank God.
Still roll a D100, though. Oh. Oh, no.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
So on my handy-dandy chart here, the upper limits and lower limits, the closer you get to the end or beginning, the worse it is. We'll get to that.
No. What happened?
No, I wanted to go in and do something.
Hold on. A massive power-armored gauntlet reaches through the portal behind you, grabs you by the scruff of your neck, and pulls you out. The cleric staggeringly pulls you out of there. He turns to you, Daniel, and you feel that force go away. You then hear a voice bark at you through a garbled, almost like a mega speaker from the cleric itself. Get away from the portal. Do you do so?
Once I see Flint leaves it.
As he backs up, those red eyes return to that gash, and you see them reaching, trying to snatch Flint.
Can I shoot at the eyes?
You sure can.
25.
You don't hit.
What?
So, the cleric wheels around. He then does something. he holds out his right hand above him in a sort of like a fist up gesture. Oh, and for the record, Daniel, so remember how we have now 3 ACs? Yeah. Certain creatures get chained. I want to point out, yes, in Grimtide, you would have hit this thing.
Yeah.
But also in Grimtide, it would have used this thing to cause you a disadvantage, if you do recall.
Take a disadvantage attack.
Well, no, my point is that now translates into... Okay. I know that probably made you a little sad, so I just wanted to make sure you understood why.
Yeah.
The cleric steps back, he holds his fist up to his right side, and a gleaming spear of light appears in his right hand. He raises it right above his head, as this thing is right at the periphery, and he throws it. That will hit it. Through its Arcana class. The light spear penetrates the creature, and you hear this god-awful shriek on the other side of the portal, and the red eyes retreat.
He should also be covered in my web. Just pointing that out.
No. As funny as that would be.
Just saying, there was a web that got sucked in.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm with Dan on this one.
Yeah, you forced me to use it, so I mean, come on, at least like...
Right. I'll tell you what, that thing got a face full of Daniel's spooge and then scraped it off. It took an entire turn doing that, I promise you.
Good. As long as that level 2 spell that would have 100% been useful in this entire situation, as long as it had some use.
I know. Anyway, the gash closes and is then replaced by that tranquil, strange sphere that it was before all of this began. The blue shit is still everywhere. But it stops, and the alarms all stop. The terminals that are still functional stop going haywire. Everything seems to calm down.
I'm gonna spider climb on this thing over to here, and run over to this guy.
You see the cleric is just swaying on his feet.
Can I start... so I have a piece of tainted avian metal. Can I use that to scrape off the blue shit from him? Yes, you can. That's a good idea. You lose that piece of metal, but you definitely scrape it off of him. He sees what you're doing, and he turns. He doesn't say anything. He's just kind of looking at you. Still, this shit is bad. If you haven't figured that out, need to get off. So the session's about to end, but as it ends, this happens. The cleric coughs, and that blue shit comes out of the grill of his helmet and lands at your feet. That's really not good. The cleric falls to his knees and tumbles over. We cast Cure Wounds on him.
He's dead.
You sure can, but he is comatose at this point in time. You're gonna have to get him. You're gonna have to do something else with him. Which we will get to. But he's got the blue shit off of him? Off the outside of his armor, but you realize it might be in the armor too. Yeah. Alright. And that...
You cast Gentle Riposte on him?
Yeah, that sounds like we can do. And that ends the Legend of the Roomba. Congratulations, boys. You've done it. Can I take a peek in this room?
Brody's safe from being clean once again.
You can. It's like it leads to another hallway. How do you get locked in there? Yeah, that's a question you're gonna have to ask him.
Alright, guys, I gotta go. Good night.
Brody. I'll see you around.
Peace.
It was fun.
Yep. Hope you all had fun.
Good times.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later.
Why is every episode of New World so goddamn stressful?
Because it's designed to be that way. It's a feature, not a bug.
I mean, if it's horrible...
No, I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm saying it's stressful.
max 99%.
Like every ep, like I have to spend like 2 to 3 hours just like de-stressing myself before I can go to bed. Which is 3 hours later over here, so like that's like 2 a.m.
That's why I do it on Mondays. I don't have work the next day.
Great. Well,